daily mass murder, over 6 million Jews, babies, great-grandfathers, grandmothers, parents, brothers, sisters, sometimes all together, exterminated them in their attempt to kill every Jewish person in Europe and eventually every Jew in the world. That was Hitler's ambition.
So how is Donald Trump going to do that? And what tendencies did he display in his first 4 years that would even make you think that he would do that? This guy is so full of shit. His eyes are brown, dude. He is lying. Look at his face. He's got that smug look on his face every time he pauses it. Some people don't, and the pieces of shit do, though. And he's one of them.
And his generals supported him every day in that ambition. No historian has ever wondered why most people in the world hate Adolf Hitler to this day. Donald Trump could have said today, I hate Hitler, but he didn't. Because as Hugh Hewitt knows, Donald Trump appeals to a small sliver of American Nazi voters, and those very...
No, he doesn't. Not at all.
Sick people, some of whom are scattered in some of the battleground states where Donald Trump cannot afford to lose even one of them. And so it's been 2 days now, and
Donald... He did. You won all of them, dickhead. You'll come find that out later on.
Trump has not condemned Hitler, but he has condemned the former Marine Corps General and White House Chief of Staff, John Kelly, who quotes Donald Trump expressing his admiration.
How can he quote him? Who knows what he really said? Does he have Trump on audio saying that? No. It's his word. It's his word. It's hearsay. And they're running on it. Boy, they're running on it like it's fucking, it's the law.
For Adolf Hitler and Adolf Hitler's generals. Here is Barack Obama's first comment about Donald Trump's Hitler worship. He said it tonight in Georgia.
Here's the interesting thing, is he acts so crazy and it's become so common that people no longer take it seriously. I'm here to explain to you, just because he acts goofy does not mean his presidency wouldn't be dangerous. And you do not have to take my word for it. Lately, some of the people who know Donald Trump best have been saying in no uncertain terms that he should not be president again. The other day, General John Kelly, Donald Trump's former chief of staff, said that Trump told him he wanted his generals to be like Hitler's generals. Now, vote. Now,
he did not say that. He did not say that he wanted his generals to be like Hitler's generals. He didn't say that. They take everything out of context, dude. Everything. If you do the whole speech, you'd be like, oh, wow, that's not what he said. Oh, duh. But these motherfuckers, how that age well for you, Barack, you pussy. Ugh.
I want to explain that in politics, a good rule of thumb is don't say you want to do anything like Hitler. You know, that's just good political advice. But it is useful because it gives us a window into how Donald Trump thinks. And John Kelly isn't the only one saying this.
Yes, he is. He literally is. Anybody's got fired by Trump. And somebody's got a beef with Trump, and then...
Two of his defense secretaries, people who worked for him, said the same thing. His chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that is the top of the top brass in our military, said he is dangerous. Now, I happen to know John Kelly and Mark Miller. They served under me when I was commander-in-chief. These are serious people. This is a decorated soldier and Marine who served in battle. They are not, quote-unquote, woke liberals.
Yeah, they are. They're rhinos. Liar.
They are people who
they're shields for you, you piece of crap.
In the past, even talked about politics because they believe that the military should be above politics. But the reason they're speaking up is because they have seen that in Donald Trump's mind, the military does not exist to serve the Constitution or the American people. He doesn't see being commander-in-chief as a solemn, sacred responsibility, just like everything else. He thinks the military exists to do his bidding.
No, he doesn't.
To serve his interests.
How's that? How's that there, Brock? How's that? How did all this shit work out for you guys, huh? Moron.
The Harris for President campaign had one of their biggest and most star-studded rallies tonight in Atlanta with Spike Lee.
I wonder how much money she spent on it.
And Samuel L. Jackson taking the stage along with Bruce Springsteen, both of Georgia's senators, John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, and President Obama.
Kamala Harris is ready for the job. This is a leader who has spent her life fighting on behalf of people
No, she
who
hasn't.
need a voice,
That's a lie.
who need a champion. No one born into privilege. She was raised
Lie.
in a middle-class family.
Lie.
She worked at McDonald's when she was in college to pay her expenses.
No, she didn't. That was a lie. McDonald's has no record of her ever working there. It's a lie.
She didn't pretend to work at McDonald's when it was closed for a photo op. She actually cares what people are going through because she's seen it in her own family, in her
No, she hasn't. That's a lie again.
own life. As a prosecutor, Kamala stood up for children
No, she
who'd
didn't.
been victims of sexual abuse.
No, she
As
didn't.
Attorney General of
No, she didn't.
California,
No,
fought
she didn't.
fought the big banks and for-profit colleges, secured billions of dollars for people after they'd been scammed.
No, she didn't. She did not do any of those things. She tried 8 cases the entire time she was there. She only worked an 8-hour day one time in her entire career out there. She can look all that up. He's lying full of shit, right? And people saw it. I feel bad for all these morons that are behind him.
After the home mortgage crisis, Kamala pushed me and my administration hard to make sure homeowners got a fair settlement. It didn't matter that I was a Democrat, that she had knocked on doors for my campaign in Iowa. She was not going to let anybody stop her from winning as much relief as possible for families who deserved it.
They didn't get shit.
So the point I'm making
Is that you're just trying to bash on Trump and you're trying to prop up an unqualified candidate who just 3 months before this was like the least popular vice president ever in history. And now she's like this best fucking, she's the answer for America. This is the answer. Just because she's the fucking default answer. The default answer isn't always right.
you elect Kamala Harris, she will not be focused on her problems, her ego, her money. She's going to be focused on you.
Yeah, no, she's not.
She's going to be focused on you.
No, she's not.
President Obama gave the Georgia crowd their marching orders.
Now,
Oh, so they take marching orders, huh, from Obama? What the fuck did he just say?
you've heard this already. I am going to repeat it. We are going to keep repeating it. Here in Georgia, early voting has already started. So if you have not already, go vote.
He just switched into a southern accent. Did you hear it? Listen to this.
Point I'm making. If you elect Kamala Harris, she will not be focused on her problems, her ego, her money. She's going to be focused on you.
No, she's not.
She's going to be focused on you.
No. No, listen.
President Obama gave the Georgia crowd their marching orders.
Here you go.
Now, you've heard this already. I am going to repeat it. We are going to keep repeating it. Here in Georgia, early voting has already started.
Here it goes.
So if you have not already,
Oh, ready?
go vote. Return your absentee ballot. If you're going to vote, remember to bring your photo ID. If you need to figure out where to go to iwillvote.com/GA. And then you get your friends and you get your family to make a plan to vote. Because together we have a chance to choose a new generation of leadership in this country. and start building a better and stronger and fairer and more hopeful America.
President Obama finished his speech with a rousing introduction of Vice President Kamala Harris.
Real strength is about working hard and taking responsibility and telling the truth even when it's inconvenient. Real strength is about helping people who need it and standing up for those who can't always stand up for themselves. That's what we should want in our daughters and our sons. And that's what I want to see in the President of the United States of America. And the good news is, we've got a...
The good news is that Trump won, and you don't get another presidency, because you're just finishing up with your third right now.
Candidate to vote for in this election who demonstrates that kind of character, who knows what real strength looks like, who will set a good example and do the right thing and leave this country better than she found it. That is what this election...
Well, they didn't do that the first time, so what's going to change the second time, bud? You guys are saying, look at his face. He's another one of those pieces of shit, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Lunatic. Lunatic.
It is about. And that is why it is my honor to introduce my friend, the next president of the United States of America.
Wrong.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
I'm so sick and stupid.
Good evening, Georgia!
I don't want to hear what she has to say. I know her just put this apart.
Good evening. Can we please hear from my friend, our 44th president, Barack Obama? Oh, it's good to be back in Atlanta.
Kamala Harris has made history in many ways, and now she is the first candidate for president of the United States in history who is campaigning against a candidate who actually praised Adolf Hitler.
No, he didn't do that again. Again, he didn't do that. He's full of shit. Look at his face. Look at his face.
In the White House.
No, he didn't do that.
So much is on the line in this election. And this is not 2016 or 2020. The stakes are even higher.
It's a good thing you know what year it is. Because, you know, your fucking, your boss doesn't know what it is.
Because over the last years, and in particular the last 8 years, Donald Trump has become more confused, more unstable, and more angry. You see it every day.
You cannot keep him out of your mouth. You just can't do it, you know? I mean, it really didn't work out well for you. Why don't you tell people what you really wanted to do instead of how bad Donald Trump is? Because you know what? They didn't want to hear that shit. I'm just saying. They didn't want to hear that crap. They didn't.
He has become increasingly unhinged. But last time, at least there were people around him who could control him. But do notice in this election, they're not with him this time. In fact, just this week, America heard from John Kelly.
John Kelly went with him during his first campaign. Or his second one. What are you talking about, bitch?
A retired 4-star Marine general.
Yeah, and a piece of shit at his job, too. Why don't you tell her why he got fired? Why don't you tell him why he got fired? From Trump. Why? For not doing his fucking job. It's sucking at his job. He's butthurt because he got fucking fired, so he's running his mouth about Trump. I don't know why Trump doesn't sue that motherfucker till the wheels fall off. I would. Fuck him, dude. That's serious defamation.
Who was Trump's White House chief of staff, who said that as president, Trump praised Hitler.
I'm done.
To think
I'm
about
done.
what that means.
Done.
That Trump said, quote, Hitler did some good things.
No, he didn't say that.
And that Trump wished he had generals like Hitler's.
No, he didn't.